Welcome back, everybody. Well, large credit card companies say Americans have been paying off credit card debt at higher rates than before COVID. Well, banks and card issuers that rely, though, on making money off our debt are changing the way they do things now because of this. Well, Liz Knieven, a reporter at Business Insider, covers personal finance. She's joining us live to talk about the dynamics of all of this, because I saw the headline and I thought, well, if people have been good with their money during the pandemic and paying off their credit card debt or their student loan debt or what have you, that is a good thing in the big picture, right?
Yeah, people have been really spending a lot of time at home. They've been saving up their money instead of going out. And people we're seeing are putting their money and their cash towards debt instead of racking up debt on credit cards. And I think that's really going to be a great thing for people long term, especially as the economy starts to reopen a little bit.
Exactly. And exactly why, what enabled people to not have to, I think the credit card companies assume that, hey, tough times, people will turn to their credit card to kind of make, to get through some tough times. That didn't quite pan out the way they initially projected. Why not?
Yeah, I think one of the big things have been really just that increased amount of savings that people have been doing and the less amount of spending. Also, we've seen people put their stimulus checks towards their credit card debt, which has really helped people pay down those balances just with the extra influx of cash really quickly.
So interesting. And so what are credit card companies doing now to kind of make up for this interesting dynamic?
Yeah, so I was talking with our Insider's associate credit card editor, Jasmine Barron, and she was mentioning that credit card companies have been making tons of really short and quick offers to attract new customers. She was mentioning that Chase and Amex in particular have been rolling out offers nonstop on their new cards and their co-branded cards, just trying to pick up those people who are interested in spending a little bit more, who are going back out, and kind of getting back out there as vaccines and restrictions start to lift. And she's also noticed a big uptick with co-branded credit cards that are offered by airlines and hotels. Those have been kind of, banks are betting on those as they bet on travel this summer. So those are kind of the things that we've been seeing with credit card companies lately. Yeah.
And right now, considering everything that is going on, there's some light at the end of this tunnel, which certainly is fantastic. What is your, I guess, number one bit of advice for folks as we all kind of re-engage, go back out and kind of lift this economy up? What's the smartest thing everyday folks can and should do?
Yeah, I think the number one thing that everybody can do today is just take a look at your budget while you have a minute. Really set a parameter for how much you want to spend and how much you want to save, and make sure to stick to those things as you start venturing out and getting back into the bigger economy and getting back out into the world too. Gotcha.
And folks, take care of their own budgets, because I did read today that American Express, for example, did spend $1 billion in marketing in the first quarter of this year. So the big credit card companies will probably be okay. So everyday folks take care of their finances and we'll get through just fine. Thanks so much for giving us a minute tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.